Oh, what's this? A new video so soon? Hey guys, it is I, the Mirror Ghosty. And yes, it is a video not being posted about a month later. Only downside, I have a scratchy voice, so we're just gonna work with what we've got right now. Now, something that I've come to terms with recently is that I really like to do character design. Not so much actually writing the story, and that's actually a recent development. I used to really love writing the story, but then I killed that love in myself by heaps and heaps of insecurity and self-doubt. So all I have left now is just character design. So to keep my love of character design, I do three things. I do random redesigns of popular material that I also like or have a knowledge of. I design just completely wholly original things. And then thirdly, I look back at my old stuff and I'm like, I could do better, or I kind of want to draw that again because that looked really good the first time. This is one of those videos where it's kind of splicing two designs that I did before that were pretty good and then just making them into like one character design. Yeah, just go with it. So these are the two characters I took the inspiration from. I also took some aspects from these two as well when I was going into specifically the hair. But overall, my kind of vague idea of what I was trying to make this character was I wanted him to have horns. I wanted him to have a very like skater boy, street clothes type of look. I wanted him to have the necklace, and I also wanted him to have Vans shoes, or, skater shoes, which, yes, I did pull a just stock image of a pair of Vans to use and trace over. I'm not good at drawing shoes or feet, and I just wanted to cheat. When it comes down to the coloring this whole piece, I stayed kind of black and white, with his eyes being blue. For no particular reason. I did flirt with the idea of giving a purple shirt, but I didn't like it, so black, blue, and then like that hint of green for his necklace. Now, normally this is all I do in the videos. I just talk about the creative process of design choices when I make a character. However, I did just state I used to love writing stories about these characters and like the world they lived in and what they were like, and I miss it. So for the rest of this, I'm going to craft a story around him based loosely around some of his inspirations. So, for instance, this guy was a little mischievous trickster akin to Peter Pan, and this guy was kind of just a yandere male type character. So I think a good place to start is this is Ash, and as you can tell, he isn't human. He doesn't know what he is. He might be a demon or some form of fairy creature. He doesn't know. He just knows that he has horns. Sometimes he can have a tail, and he can kind of fly or float. Now, as amazing as his ability to float, it doesn't exactly get him a lot of good opinions from other people his age, especially kids. They kind of judge him a lot, mainly for his horns and how just otherworldly he looks. And also a bit from, like, jealousy, because he can fly. That's, like, the coolest ability anybody could have. Now, while he gets his fair share of harassment and bullying from his peers, he isn't entirely jaded or indifferent to a situation. He still finds fun, especially in also making fun of his bullies and causing general disturbances in what the goings-ons of his schools. Mainly, these things are just mild infractions, hiding things in rafters or in ceilings, on the roof. Just the little things to inconvenience the people that annoy him. And while he doesn't have a large amount of fans for him, he does have a really tight-knit group of friends who care a lot about him and that he has occasional little prank wars with. One of the things that he does with his friends is that they have a school-wide kind of inconspicuous hide and seek contest, which largely is he will be little sneaky and hide in the most wildest of places, usually towards the ceiling of the building, and he will follow around his friends when they are just going about their normal day. And their job is to try and figure out where he is hiding and catch him off guard when he tries to jump out at them. And this is all well and good until they all find out something kind of disturbing that they never realized before. See, Ash has this necklace. It's just a simple little, like, orb with a black slit in it. And he's always had it. It's always been on him, always around his neck. And they never think anything of it until one day someone steals it from him. And it has a very interesting effect. Not only does it cause him to start acting different behaviorally, a little bit more scatterbrained and spastic, a lot more energetic than is normally seen from him, but especially in the fact that he has trouble regulating his emotions and his strength. And before him and his friends can figure out exactly what is going on and what is wrong with him, something even worse and unpredictable happens. A group of monsters attack the school. Now, these things are very shadowy and not fully corporeal, but they are absolutely wreaking havoc. They're causing gusts of wind to blow through halls and classrooms, uprooting anything loose, ripping things off walls, turning over tables, and rattling doors and lockers. And they're very specifically drawn towards Ash. They're not attacking, they're just circulating around him constantly. Anytime he gets further away from them, they immediately zero in where he's at. And it's troubling, and no one knows what to do because no one can touch them. But eventually, they find out Ash can. Ash can actually physically interact with him. And it only happens on accident. He swipes at one of them and rips like claw-like streaks through their form, and they screech in agony, and they fade out for a little bit, and then they reconstitute a little further away. But they're still around, and the specific one that he accidentally attacked is now more violent. It's actively making more and more disruptions. More things are being ripped apart and upended. And like I said, him and his friends don't know what's going on. They can kind of glean this has something to do with him now. They are attracted to him. He can hurt them. And he's missing his necklace, so maybe that's connected. And eventually they do track down where it is, what happened. One of the teachers took his necklace, and they did it on purpose as like a test. They wanted to see what would happen because he isn't human. And they had incorrectly assumed that the necklace had some form of connection to his powers. And maybe if they took it away, his would just stop. But they didn't. These things appeared. And the teacher didn't expect that. And eventually when the kids find them and confront them and they learn this, they agree to give the necklace back to Ash on the condition that he gets rid of these creatures. He gets them out of the building and away from everybody. Because even if they can't directly hurt any of the students or humans, they're causing a disruption. And if they keeps going at the rate it is, someone is eventually going to get hurt. So that's what they do. They draw the creatures out of the building, away from it, and the teacher gives back the necklace. And when Ash gets the necklace back, one of these creatures who have never spoken or like been capable of human speech before finally speaks, and they make a request for Ash to send them back to the realm that they come from, this sort of ethereal realm where spirits and these demonic entities come from, where Ash partly originates from. And he doesn't know how to do it, but eventually they kind of troubleshoot a lot of really stupid things until eventually he sort of summons a portal with his necklace. and it opens to this realm, and he can just barely glance through it as these creatures go back through, and he sees how beautiful it is, how vibrant and wild it looks, all the beautiful bright colors and ethereal looking fauna and flora that twists and entwines with each other and absolutely radiates with magic. And Ash immediately decides he wants to go in. He wants to see this world that is absolutely a part of him. So he does, with the one caveat that his friends let his parents know where he is going, because he's pretty damn sure that they know exactly what this place is. And that's it. That's the character design I did. That is the story I created for it. Totally not based off a dream I actually had. But honestly, this was kind of fun. I also made an alternate version where he has a jacket, so enjoy that. So if you made it to the end, I hope you enjoyed this video, and look at my art. Thank you.